Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to learn what is the procedure of event management. Okay, so the first point in the process of event management is making a start. That is, this is the beginning where you need to, this process or this step includes two aspects. First one is finding out the people, right people to do the job, and second one is screening the idea. Now, as you all know, the events are non-routine activities, and the existing organizational structure or whatever resources an EMC is having may not be suitable for holding and conducting the event. Therefore, it might happen that you need to search for right people to do the job. The second aspect of making a start is screening the event idea. So the idea for conducting a event or organizing any event may be a ready-made idea given to you by your client, or it may be unknown. You are supposed to uh, bring it on your own and do something different. So your client might have shouldered the responsibility on you as an event management company. So first thing which you have to keep into mind is you will have to decide who is going to do this job, a particular event. Whenever you you take a or you enter into a contract with the client to organize an event, what you have to do is you have to shoulder the responsibility to a person who has good experience of conducting such type of events. Then initial stage of is depends upon what activity it will be, what is the objective of the event, and then you will have to set an organizing committee where suitable people should be included in it. The members should have a good experience of organizing such type of events. Then earlier also such committee members of that committee must have that experience of organizing similar kind of activities or events. Then they should have a good reputation of doing that such type of events. They should have good working relations with other people, and the development of idea, and its feasibility has to be checked, event feasibility. So you have to consider whenever you think about an EMC, you have to think about which kind of events an EMC had organized earlier, which resources were available, and is there sufficient time to organize that event. So that way you'll have to make a start by concentrating your attention on finding out people to do the job and screening the idea. While screening the idea, you have to screen it from marketing purpose, operation purpose, and financially. So three types of screening is required. In marketing, you have to screen the idea, that for whom the event is being organized, the type of people who are going to attend that event, the size of the target group. Then in case of operational screening, what we are going to concentrate is that what is the what kind of expertise and staffing is available with you to organize such type of event, what is the location or venue of that event, and what sort of technology would be required to organize this event. Okay, that way you'll have to undertake the screening of the event, and that is the first part. Second step in event management is event planning. So actually the event may take just for few hours, but it requires planning for several months. This may happen, so you should be very perfect in planning. Planning, of course, all you know that planning is deciding in advance what is to be done. So all sorts of things should be planned here. Because of planning, what happened, you come to know about what would be the future problems. You can have a better coordination, you can develop a good focus because of planning, and therefore manager should look towards the event to discover what sort of options are available in front of him to arrange that event, and which option would be the best. Okay, so events are always labor intensive, and they are non-routine activities, and the management has to put its best to make it a memorable event. So actually, as I said, that event may be just for few hours, but it requires planning of several months. So first thing is that you screen the ideas. That means what sort of event and how you're going to do it. Second thing is draft a plan outline, where you should study the competition, the problems, and the information should be collected through venues and staffing for the event. Then you prepare a systematic detailed plan, then organizing and preparing the event implementation. So a perfect plan is to be ready, that how, when, where, what, all these answers you should be able to get. That way you should prepare your plan: who is going to do the activity, how it is to be conducted, how much time you are going to do it, who is going to participate in that event. Okay, so estimation of resources for your staffing requirement, your location, equipments needed, your health and safety security services required, planning for contingencies. Then in case of marketing, you are going to a plan about marketing activities, promotion, public relations, marketing schedules. So these things are to be discussed with the event management team, so that they can have a proper coordination and execution. Then you can also make preparations for the event and fix the deadlines. That means if you say marketing, so how long you are going to do marketing of that activity, when you are going to start that activity, when you are going to end that activities. So fixing the deadlines is also very important. Then you are going to also third step is financial management of the event. So events have income and expenditure aspects, and therefore a careful monitoring is required, a recording is required about the income and expenditure. So some of the events are revenue generating, some are personal events whose objective is just enjoyment of participants. But if you are having good budget, financial planning and controlling, then you can judge whether the event is successful or not on basis of financial criteria. So a budget gives you an idea, a detailed forecast of what should be happening financially. It helps to control the expenses by providing standards and estimates, and also by setting clear lines of responsibility. So you should go for preparation of budget. Then the organizers of the event may be expecting a good response from the sponsors, and so abundant finding and actually is required. You need to find out sponsors for that. Then it's really necessary to carefully monitor and control income expenditure, because from purchase of items to final accounts is important for the success of the event. So you get an idea whether you completed that event successfully within your estimated budget. Okay, so and the next step in event management is venue finding, logistic and ambience. So it is important aspect of development phase of event. A suitable venue is to be selected. Venue means a place where the event will take place. Okay, so as per the requirement of the event, you are going to select the venue. So whenever you go for site visit, you should carefully see how the site is, what is the surrounding of the site, whether it's attractive, then whether it is how it is. That means whether there is a lot of noise, it's how does it smell like, does it have gardens, whatever the sanitary blocks of provision is made, whether it is clean, neat, fresh. If all the answers to such kind of questions are satisfactory, then you can finalize the venue. Then because the first impression of the event is the venue, and therefore from beginning to end, venue matters a lot. Therefore you have to carefully select the venue of the event. Then the logistic officer will have to see that the services required for the event must be considered earlier. The event may require utilities like power, gas, water, which takes long time for their arrangement. Therefore logistic officer will have to draw together a wide range of support functions for good organization of the event. So usually logistic function includes permit applications, insurance, public facilities, power utilities, supplies, ordering food and drink, audiovisual requirements. So, backdrop, staging, decoration, supplies, dressing rooms, security, music, entertainment. He has to look after all these things, and he has to see to it that all these arrangements are made well in advance, before the beginning of that event. So, other technical non-technical activities are very complicated, and therefore different types of event require different services, different functions, support, equipment. So it's the duty of the logistics to see to it that all these items arrive in time for the event in their proper place, in good condition, and in the style in which they have been ordered. Then ambience is very significant to the creation of a good event. A right ambience has to be created to make event a huge success. For example, if you are having a personal birthday party, the ambience may be created simply by the people who attend it, right? So that ambience is created by the people, those who attend that event. Okay, so but for special event, there is need to pay attention to all the details, and the response of the staff to guest, interaction among the guests, their feelings, it matters a lot. So you have to create ambience as per the nature of the event. Next is marketing and public relations for the event. So intention of marketing the event is to make popular the event and create a long lasting impact on the minds of people. So for effective and successful marketing of an event, you must be having a sound knowledge of what kind of or which people are going to attend the event, who are the guest participants or visitors. This knowledge will definitely help the event marketer to understand how to create awareness about the event, how to advertise and promote the event, how to improve the event image, and how to maintain the impact of the event in the media. Right, so event marketing is, it has to be very effective, and for that you will have to find out who is your potential market, what sort of people, which age group is going to visit the event. Right, so all these, we can call, research has to be undertaken by the marketing officer. Then the quality of staff, participant, volunteers, then reputation of the event, the kind of interaction, decoration required for the event. So uh, you know actually you need to find out who are the people, who's your target audience, who's going to visit that event. Okay, that's the important part. Then next is managing the event as a project. Project management and event management have some similarities, and therefore, as like you manage your project, you need to manage your event. Okay, so uh, you know project planning techniques can be used in event management, where in project management, what do? We identify the critical activities or tasks and external dependencies. That means which are the activities on which we are dependent upon other people. That means whatever things you are outsourced, isn't it? So once these activities are identified, then it becomes easy, or you can ensure success of your event. So critical tasks are those functions which must be completed first in the sequence of activities, and this helps to concentrate attention on the jobs within the event that are central to the task, and that provides setting of deadlines for checking the progress on event preparations. So it is seen over here that the critical task must be completed on time, and so that other tasks also can be completed smoothly. External dependencies, that means I told you that if you have outsourced certain things, outside the event coordinator's direct control, so it's quite risky if you have outsourced something and that fellow doesn't complete the task within a limited period of time, then that would be a problem for you. So first thing is that make sure that whatever things you have outsourced, or whatever things for which you have been dependent on others, see to it that the tasks are completed on time. Okay, then you also have to calculate the risk about health, safety of public, security, crowd management, security especially of VIPs, transporting of items to venue, right? So health and safety practices for staff. So these are the things which risk you have to consider for that, and you have to make provision for such a risk. Okay, then next step is during the event. So what are you supposed to, you as a event manager, what are you supposed to do when the event actually begins? Now, events are labor intensive and require suitable staff. So actually running event effectively on that day is very challenging. So what should a manager, event manager must do? He should walk through the event site like a visitor. He should communicate with the departmental heads, his staff, and visitors. He should check the locations, key location every time. He should delegate the authority and action and ensure that various departments are self controlling. All of them are doing their work very sincerely. Then, if somebody asks for help, then only you should go for it. Then, you should. If anybody is having any problem, listen to it carefully and then deal with it. Then take certain breaks, because you'll be tired throughout the event. You'll have to walk through the event, so take small breaks. Then see to it that you are visible at the beginning of the event, during the event, and also at the end of the event, so the organizers or the host people feel better when they look at you. Because when event manager is present at the beginning, end, and during the event, so there it is, it's a kind of assurance for that client that my EMC is giving me a good service, where the manager and his staff is always there with me. So if I have any problem regarding the event management, I can directly contact them and get it solved. Okay, so that ensures the you know ensures that the smoothly the event will be carried out. And last one is close down and evaluation. So event close down should be properly handled, because everybody is in the hurry. The visitors and the participants want to go out of the event or venue as early as possible. When everything is over, people are always in a hurry to leave that place as they're at as the earliest. So the staff is in hurry to move the items and equipments. The organizers want to get cleared up at their earliest, and because of this it may happen that accidents or some people may be inconvenient, right? Therefore you need to take control the event close down things. Once the event is closed down, the event management team should sit together, evaluate their performance, and find out that whether there were any errors, mistake in and they should decide that these errors and mistakes should not be repeated in future. A report can be prepared about that event, so that it would be a good document for that EMC. And so you should see to it that the event which you have organized, it should be memorable for you as well as the client, especially for the client. Because if it becomes more lavish, something more than lavish, it should be something kind of hatke, something unique. If you are providing, then definitely people will come back to you. Okay, so events should be, of course, of unique nature, and that unique nature can be brought only because of creativity. So you have to be very creative, you as an event manager and your team. Okay, and how beautifully you manage the event, your success depends upon your feedback of your client, right? So you have to collect the feedback. As I said, you should prepare a report of that event and see to it that whatever errors you have done, or whatever have been committed, mistakes have been committed during the event, you should see to it that they are not repeated in future. Okay, so this way you can go for organizing any kind of a event. So this is the process of almost 8 steps. Okay, so with this I end with today's lecture. Thank you.